I'm gonna make myself a cup of Good Morning America. Y'all want some? It's the best damn coffee you're gonna get anywhere, buddy.
Oh, hey, yeah. I should just, get on here and do the thing that we do. Hi, it's Coffee with the Curmudgeons. All hell is breaking loose. I blame Star Trek Discovery with the lens flares. Lens flares! Oh, my God.
Monday.
Yeah, I'm here with my first officer. Lieutenant Commander, Jason Allen.
Hey, I'm gonna go full. I'm gonna go full Star Trek Next Generation. #1, make it so.
Yeah.
What do you think? I can do this.
I'm trying to get a full screen.
And I got
on
the
this.
Patrick Stewart baldness too. That adds credibility to it. Except I don't got a British accent. That could be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but it's Monday and we're here, man. Not only are we
I'm such
here,
a bad mood.
not only here, but we. It's Monday morning. He's in a foul mood.
No, you know what it is?
Yeah.
I said this is coming in.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kill that lower third. You know who we are.
Yeah.
So the deal is you came in and you said, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Is my family.
Yeah.
They're in a great mood yesterday. It's like Sunday, yeah, dad, ice cream, cake,
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then you go Monday. They're going to school, and everyone's like, "Oh, I hate Monday."
It was a bunch of gnashing of teeth and claws, and they're like, "Rawr, it's Monday." Rawr, rawr." And I've come to the conclusion that I am an opposite guy. They're all Monday. Let's go out and ravage and pillage, and I'm like all happy-go-lucky, like Monday.
No,
hey, how are you? How's your day? You know,
and they're all in your family. I could be in your family. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I was like, we were like doing the line dances, conga,
right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I know I'm gonna come in here in the most foul mood. I'm thinking NFL. I'm thinking team names. I'm thinking. I'm angry. I'm upset. I hate lens flares.
Lens flares, yeah.
Anyway,
we'll talk about that later.
But
we got guests today, man.
I know.
We do.
I
We got
adjust
guests.
Your camera.
Yes. Not only that, they're cool guests too.
Well, the thing is, what happened was, we have guests.
Yes.
We're ready to go with guests.
Let's do it. This. Yeah.
But the problem is, I can't get the why is this over here?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, where's the full screen guests?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, wait a minute.
You got
It's actually full screen on the thing. Wait a minute. Now you talk about it.
But
See, you got that little side thing.
Yeah, it's doable though.
What a great idea! So we're gonna try this, and I gotta adjust the camera. But yeah, I was kind of in a cranky mood.
You're cranky, yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait, we can talk about that. So I'm off my game. Alexa, what's the weather like?
In Portland, it's 56 degrees with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for lots of clouds, with a high of 68 degrees and a low of 55 degrees.
Okay. Thank you, Alexa.
Wow, that's very complete.
Yes, all right.
Huh. Alexa's got it going on this morning.
Yeah, well, it was nice over the weekend. You know what I did?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I researched my new role as shut-in.
Explain,
please. I'm hoping to get a role on a show, maybe a TV show, or maybe a reboot of a sci-fi show, maybe like on a Starship Discovery or something.
Yeah,
and I'll play the shut-in. I never go out of my quarters.
The Shut of the Hermit?
Yeah, they can't even transport me out. I was like, you're not going to transport me out of my quarters.
Right, you could be like the hermit sage, right? They're like, oh, we need advice. The world's gonna end. We need advice. You know, you just open up the door a crack. You're like, what do you want? Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
And they're like, help us, save us, Obi-Wan. And shut up, go away, and close the door, and then bam, I say, hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, I'd be perfect. I should be on that Discovery. Because they'd be like, open the door and go, we have an antimatter-matter intermix problem, and we were wondering if you could help us out. Slip your calculations through the door, and I'll take a look, right?
Right.
On a piece of paper.
Time-space continuum is breaking down. What should we do? Like, add salt, and then shut the door. You're
Exactly.
like, what? Okay.
That would be me. That was me this weekend. It's like, oh, I got stuff to do. But I kind of had a little bit of that flu, too. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I sat around and...
it wasn't exactly the flu, but that... remember
football.
I was sneezing and doing all that crap, so...
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're right. But listen, we got Marty with us, though, right?
Okay.
Marty's here.
All right,
and,
well, let me try to work on Marty's camera.
Okay, we're going to...
As you're talking.
Right. Of course, Marty, introduce yourself real quick. Say hello there.
Oh, we don't... Wait, we don't have Marty.
Hold on. Do we have Marty?
There's Marty.
There's Marty. Hey! Hello, Marty. There you are.
But I'm working on the camera.
This is Adam.
Adam, hello. Good morning.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I got it. I fixed it.
Marty, introduce yourself. A name, rank, and serial number.
I am Marty Baudet. I am executive producer and director of the upcoming film Losing Addison, a psychological thriller starring this man here.
Starring, for now on, we're not going to even use his last name. He's going to be like Sharon Madonna. He's just Adam. Bam. And then we're going to misspell your name, too. It's going to, instead of Adam, A-D-A-M, we're going to go a completely different route. You're going to be A-T-O-M. Adam, like you split the atom. What do you think?
That nickname for myself in middle school, and it didn't work out, so glad it's finally taken hold.
Gotcha. Well, we have a full marketing staff here. Not really, but we do, and we'll market you right. We'll get you out there, maybe do a few music videos, maybe cooking show. It's cool. Marty, yeah, I came across Marty like...
Okay, tell us about Marty.
Like, I think, about like 4 years ago, right? 4.5 years ago. I got this book, and it's called Senseless Confidential. And because I was reading the inside dust cover, and I thought, it sounds really interesting. Guy, census taker, he's out in the wilds doing his thing. And so it just cracked me up. A great book. And then I loved it. I said, he lives in Portland, Oregon. What? He's Portland, Oregon? I got to get him on the show. So Marty came on the show back in the day. And then, we're sitting around having a little quasi-production meeting, which is really not a production meeting. It's really just us sitting around doing shots and figuring out what we're going to do the next week. And I said, hey, I know.
Hey.
I got an idea. And I'm really not that tanked yet, but I got an idea. I said, we got to get Marty on. Marty's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring it. And then Marty says, hey, I don't know you. Please quit messaging me. Exactly. But after that, he kind of, okay, I kind of remember you. And hey, I'm gonna bring on the lead actor, Adam. I said, hey, now it's a party. So Adam, hello. Marty, hello.
Hi.
Nice. So, first of all, let's talk about the new project, Losing Addison. Tell us how this all kind of came together, and really your mastermind to get like Lex Luthor.
Well, it was back in 2011. I woke up from a nightmare that was so vivid. It was as though it had just been dictated to me. It was like a complete memory, and I recounted it in my head while I was lying there staring at the ceiling, and I thought, I know every detail of this story beginning to end. That is so weird. I don't usually remember my dreams. So I flew out of bed, I wrote it down, and 15 days later I published it in novella form as Losing Addison.
Psychological thriller. Excellent. I'm a sucker for a good psychological thriller.
So this all came from a dream?
Yeah, I want inside Marty's head right now. If he's having those kind of dreams, man. I mean, I have mundane dreams, like I'm walking around with the dog, and I'm like picking up after him, or I'll click on the TV and, hey, look, it's Jeopardy. That's about the size of my... But Marty, he's got these full psychological thrillers, man. I'm missing the boat on this one. So how did you run into Adam, A-T-O-M?
Adam and I are both actors, and we met in an acting class about 3.5 years ago.
Nice. Okay, so you said, "Hey, Adam, I got this idea. I got it in a dream." And after he's like, "Wow, dude, you dream some weird stuff, bro." And you're like, "Sure, I'll be the actor."
Actually, I founded a film production company about a year and a half ago, and Adam was living in our basement apartment at the time, and as actors do, and I said, "Hey, you're living here under the same roof, and we've got a lot of similar ideas. We're both writers, we're both actors. Why don't you run my production company for me?"
Nice.
So we up, and we've been doing that for the last year and a half. But I said, I have a story. I'd like to write a screenplay for you to star in. How about a psychological thriller? He read Losing Addison. He loved it, and we said, "Hey, let's make this film."
I'm a kind of I'll plead ignorance on this. So I'm kind of a layman, so I can't even imagine what it's like to pull together that the whole project, right, and bringing it to fruition. It sounds to me like a million different moving parts, everything from financing to just the nuts and bolts of trying to get it off the ground. Take us through the early stages of that and how you kind of put things together.
Let Adam do that because he is the producer on this project.
Yeah, Adam, ATOM, trademark.
The first part was developing the script, which Marty had adapted. He had adapted essentially a treatment of the novella into a script, and then I took the script and extended it to a feature. And then from there we began connecting with people and hiring people, and of course that's looking for locations. That was actually the first thing we started to do months and months and months, because Mark and I agree that one of the more undervalued assets in the independent film industry tends to be good locations. So we focused on getting good locations early and getting good crew. We went down to LA and hired our director of photography, a guy named Dennis Nowak. It's excellent. Nice.
Trying to take a novella from the written page onto a movie, was it difficult? Because I've heard some stories about writers and stuff, or they're adapting screenplay to screenplay form, and kind of getting it to mesh, on screen.
So because this was a novella rather than a novel, it was only 59 pages long, which made it easier to adapt. Because a novel, you have to cut a lot of stuff out. So the novella itself was really spare. And because it was the transcription of a dream, it was all very visually oriented. So that made it an easier starting place. So I just transcribed it from novella form into screenplay form, and then handed it over to Adam to.
And of course, we had a number of production meetings, usually over Scotch, where we brainstorm Scotch and puzzles, really, where we brainstorm short ideas we could use to draw out the dialogue and insert and expand scenes to make them more sort of film friendly.
Yeah, our screenplay is actually 80 proof because of all the Scotch.
Excellent.
So can you guys kind of give us a rundown about? So Losing Addison is a novella, and you can get we just put this up here on you can get this on Amazon, and now you're turning this into a film. Can you guys give us just kind of a rundown, kind of a synopsis of what this is about?
Sure. We have what we call our elevator pitch, which you have 60 seconds in an elevator. Here's what we'd say.
And start!
Les McCubbin spent his whole life in his twin brother Addison's shadow. When Addison severs their psychic connection, Les doesn't just lose his brother, he begins to lose himself.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
What would you say? It's kind of a dream kind of state that inspired this. What kind of genre would you say? Like kind of mystery, psychological?
Psychological thriller is what we're positioning it as. Because it was a nightmare, and I did wake up with my heart pounding and, sort of like you when you jerk awake and you're not sure where you are and what's going on, and it's yeah.
I jerk awake differently.
Oh,
yeah.
I sense tension. No, I'm kidding. But so
That's how I forget all my best dreams.
right. Well, it's usually after I eat Szechuan, but
It's Monday. It's Monday, folks. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
We have guests.
And we do. We got to be on our best behavior.
Yeah,
for this.
clean this up around here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So you were going to say, I'm just looking through. There's a blog. There's a Losing Addison
Nice.
blog.
Yeah.
Now, are you your blog has the book, the novella. Are you blogging or keeping up to date as far as the film, as the film progresses? Are you?
You might be looking. You see the novella. You might be looking at perhaps like my Goodreads blog for the book that was written years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which current website that is losingAddisonmovie.com. And there's a fresh blog there that has there's 3 posts since we started it.
Got you. We got it right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fancy.
Nice. So you went to L.A. Okay, and the home of Hollywood. So did you guys? How many in 24-hour period? I mean, how many elevator pitches did you guys do? Like, hey, how you doing? Bam, bam. Hey, can I hold the door for you? And bam. And
There's actually only 3. We met with 2 producers, and we met with the DP, Dennis Nowak, that we eventually hired.
nice.
We met with another filmmaker down there, a guy named Justin Lee, who's he's worked for Universal and Warner Brothers, or maybe just Warner Brothers. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if I'm right. But he worked for some of the studios down there, and he's a writer-director as well, and he had some insight with stuff, and it was excited to help. So we had a few opportunities to connect with people and just kind of try out the pitch, and we got an overwhelmingly popular
Nice, yeah. Hey, okay, so you're down there and you meet with some, Hollywood types. Was it easy to sell your vision of it? I mean, because sometimes I always get to see that, they hear this vision and but we can turn it into this. Next thing you know, it's, a Buzzy Berkeley dance sort of movie, and it kind of loses its way. Was it tough to find someone who understands your vision for the project?
We ended up taking out dancing, and we met with friends for the sake of being friends and the work associates that we already had introductions with, for the sake of clarifying our pitch and getting feedback and clarifying the content of the story so that we can make it more appealing moving forward. And since our trip to LA, I think we really isolated it to a diamond concept that works really well.
Nice.
How do you? So, is it like connections you already have to Hollywood? Okay, so Jason and I we want to make some film.
Oh, jeez.
No, we do.
This isn't going to end well.
Think what we call it is think of the 3 Stooges.
Yeah.
Lacking one Stooge.
Just 2 Stooges.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We could corner the market on that.
So obviously we need to have discussions with people and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So how do young budding filmmakers like ourselves? I mean, how do you go about that? Do you really have to get the inside, the inside scoop? Are you
or
is it just like you're saying? Is it friends or how do you do it from Portland? Because you're in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you do it from here versus? I mean, I don't know. Do you go to a restaurant and stalk Gus Van Sant around as he's eating? Drinking a martini and go, hey, Gus, can I get you another martini? Or
I was down in the Brown Derby and I ran into him. And
I mean, how do you do it coming from Portland to Hollywood?
Well, the stalking Gus Van Sant didn't work for me, so I had to find a new method. And my dad always told me when I was growing up, it's not what you know, it's who. And that is.
Mm-hmm.
So networking in the community, because we're actors, we had, we knew filmmakers, producers, directors, and other people behind the camera, and we've been networking for years with those people. Adam has been in the business here in Portland longer than I have, so he had a lot of very valuable.
Nice. So let's talk some background then. Adam, when did you want to? When did you say, "Man, I want to do that. I want to be an actor. I want to learn that."
High school. I was in theater in high school, and I got cast in a couple of shows, and that class was pretty much the only thing that kept me in high school, because I felt like I was a little bit too far above the learning curve, where I was being taught. So theater offered the biggest challenge.
Gotcha. I was bitten by the acting bug. I'm a thespian. But no, that's cool. Marty, because I first got introduced to you through your book, Senseless Confidential, which we'll link up here, and you can buy 1 million copies and send to your Aunt Ruth. Talk about your background. I mean, how does a young man about town decide, man, I'm going to write some books, and then, okay, I want to get on, the screen and do work, screenplay writer and stuff?
Well, for me, I was way back in junior high school, and they didn't have any boys in the drama club, and they wanted to put on a play called Wilbur Takes His Medicine, and they needed a Wilbur. So they kind of twisted my arm to do that, and I loved it. And I went on to continue acting through high school and college. So, but I left all that behind. I had a goal of becoming a writer someday, and I moved here to Oregon 19 years ago in order to do that, and I started writing novels. And then when Senseless Confidential caught fire, and you found it in the library, I mean, pretty good. People in the film industry here approached me and said, we'd like to make this into a film. And I said, I don't know anything about filmmaking. Tell me what I need to do. And we pursued that and ended up pursuing that for 3 years and never did make the film. But it led me to get into producing and ultimately establishing my own production company so that I could make films in the event that somebody else didn't want to make my films. I was in a position to do that. So when I hired Adam, we retain creative control on this, and we bring in people who are willing to work with us and our vision, rather than selling it to someone who will turn it into that Berkeley dance.
Gotcha. Hey, just quick side question: will there be a sequel to Senseless Confidential?
It's funny. I've been asked that a lot over the years, and I did actually start writing one, but I got derailed by filmmaking, and then I got back into acting because I got into filmmaking, and I regret to say I haven't been writing as much as I used to, and I would love to get back to it. So I'm thinking perhaps once this Losing Addison is completed, I might turn my attention back to writing. So we'll see if that Senseless sequel speaks to me at that point.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it, right? It's like if you're off doing something like, I don't know, Curmudgeons in the morning, drinking coffee, no time to write that great American novel. Oh, no. So what's the name of your production company, by the way, guys?
Faux Meme Productions, and that's FAUXMEME. And no pronounce it.
Nice. Faux Meme
Productions LLC. And I see you guys have a Kickstarter on here. Tell us about the Kickstarter.
The Kickstarter campaign is it's the goal of it is to obviously raise.
Right.
It's also essential nowadays to garnering support and just public awareness. So it's like.
Gotcha.
Oh, I think they're Sorry about that. They're probably hearing the Kickstarter campaign. My bad.
So it's in its early stages. We're only a weekend today. This is day 8 of the campaign. And as you see, we've got almost 50% of our budget. We, of course, need the full 100%, $25,000 of the budget to receive funds. If we go over, we'll be able to offer exciting perks and prizes. We'll be able to, upgrade our cast, or not our cast, our crew, paychecks, pay everybody what they're worth and more is our top priority. And have the very best location, like that. So any help we can get is more than welcome and much needed, and especially when it comes to sharing and telling your friends and family and stuff like that.
Nice. Do you guys have any features of the Kickstarter? Like if you
You guys still there?
Yep, we're right here. Do you have any features in it? Like if you donate so much, you can be like an extra in the background. Because I got to be honest with you,
I don't know if you can hear us, but we're not hearing anything on this end.
No.
Oh, we're here. Hello.
Marty, can you hear us? All right.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Oh, well.
We just,
Well, no, I was thinking.
I think they just, we kind of lost them.
Yeah. Well, reestablish contact. But no, what I was thinking is like if you donate so much, you'd be like an extra in the background, right? And I was like, hey, I can imagine myself maybe being a shrub or something, and I'm all leafy and everything. I can hide behind the fern here, Hey, look, that's me on camera,
Yeah, I mean, So here we are doing the Skype thing.
See, one thing I like about the Skype thing, though, is I kind of like
so
that.
Immediate.
Yeah, and it's an emerging technology and stuff, and we can get them on there. And,
yeah, there were a little, we got a lot of particulars in there.
Right,
There we go.
Yes.
I'll try to bring them back.
Okay.
Bring them back. Just
Right.
totally.
But in the meantime, you guys can get up to get us on Facebook and Twitter, and you can follow the links.
Here's the. Let me see if I can pull this up here.
And the reason we're launching this Kickstarter.
This is their Kickstarter, by the way.
For your help
Oh, nice.
in making this film.
Addison! Addie, come on, it's not funny.
We want this to be a collaborative project.
Let's
So
go,
it's their
dude, come
Kickstarter
on.
campaign.
We want our
You go up there and
fans, our
find
audience to feel like they're invested in this story.
LosingAddison.com.
I'm right here.
There we go.
I
I was going to ask them, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they were filming it. Like, are they filming it in Oregon? Are they using the Oregon folks, the Hollywood folks, whatever?
Right, yeah.
I would assume. I mean, Oregon's not a bad place.
No, and it's a lot, it's a kind of a booming sort of movie destination,
Yeah.
Let's see, there's a lot of, leverages here, right?
Leverage. And,
Grimm.
Grimm. Yeah.
And a few other shows have filmed here, which is kind of a burgeoning sort of. And of course, we had and still do have the whole Portlandia, franchise.
Yeah, last season. Well, see, I figure you could get in on this.
Yeah.
You already were on Portland.
Make a return.
On your character.
A return engagement.
That's probably a character you want to sunset.
Yeah.
This day and age. Unless
yeah.
you want to go down to Walmart and get a tiki torch. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we lost him. I was trying to.
We'll try to get him back
one more time, but at least we got the info out there.
That's right. Yeah, www.losingaddison.com. That's where you can check out his the trailer, teaser sort of thing.
We showed it up here while we were talking to him. You know what that is? That's a Hollywood thing, right? You know how that works? It's like you're getting a call from Scorsese or whatever. It's like, oh, we can't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry, we lost the connection. Right?
It's that's like that, is it?
No, that's how Hollywood works. It's like, hey, ixnay on the snicksnay,
It's a power. Hey, we'll do power lunch.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, we're gonna do. I've already figured it out.
Oh
The
yeah.
Coffee with Curmudgeons comedy.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I started writing it in my head last night.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
no, it was good. Yeah. It involves doppelgangers because David
Ooh.
Lynch. Come on.
We need doppelgangers.
Oh, totally need doppelgangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, doppelgangers.
Can I make one request though?
What?
Can my doppelganger be cooler than me? Because
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
yeah.
all he can, at least where I'm concerned, all he can do is go up, baby.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
No, I think you're right. I think you're totally right.
I want him to shed a
has
few
to be-
pounds. Maybe he's.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe he's got hair. We don't know.
But even
He's just like, hey, that guy looks strangely like Chris Pine.
you know what sucks about this? I totally came down here last night, updated it, made sure it was all ready to go and everything, and then but that's fine.
Yeah.
The interview's done.
Well,
We're done with this.
right.
No, you can go check this out. This looks like a great, fascinating.
No, I'm a sucker for a
So you
psychological thriller.
You read the first book.
Yeah, excellent book.
Yeah, what is it about?
It's the premise is a young man is a U.S. census taker,
Oh yeah.
and he has to go into these rural areas to take censuses, and it's very character driven. He runs into the damnedest people, and then finally he comes across this lady who's kind of, if I remember, it's been a few years, but she's been kind of, I wouldn't say held hostage,
Oh,
but
nice.
but kind of
Like a good
quasi brainwashed into some weird sort of
like a Kimmy Schmidt kind of a thing.
kind of, yeah, and it's
Nice.
he gets involved in kind of rescuing her and stuff, and it's really an interesting because I love characters who aren't your just steel-plated characters, one-dimensional, whatever. I love the idiosyncrasies and the flaws that makes a character like endearing, right? And the way he writes it, I mean, the guy definitely has tons of flaws. He's a dude, and it's very very well written book. And
Yeah.
I saw it. I mean, first time I saw it was in the library and stuff. And of course, when I did research on it, it's like, holy cow, he sold a lot of copies of that. And, he's a very talented writer.
Does this take place? Yeah, it takes place in Oregon.
Yeah.
Nick Prince just wants to go drown his sorrows at the Safari Club, which Safari Club.
A lot of real places are in this novel
yeah.
too.
I've got some old video of the Safari Club.
See?
Yeah, I'm pine for Beth. But before he can do his job as a U.S. Census Bureau, yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, we'll keep an eye on this losing Addison. Like I said, we were showing you the Kickstarter there. If you want to check that out, there is the Kickstarter losing Addison. We'll pull that down for this movie, which will be, I assume, shot and produced in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marty, I want to be a shrub. If you could work me into the background of like being a shrub or any or a bush type person, or maybe a vagrant. I could probably pull off a good vagrant.
Well, I mean, you pulled off
White
leader of a parade.
Yeah.
Not a good look for 2017.
No, but
At
if
least you didn't have the Walmart tiki torch.
no, but I just had a wife beater and suspenders. And,
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. I was going to ask him about the dream, the stuff with the dream, because I think that that's. Do I have to bring him up every single time? I think that's what they say. Like David Lynch, a lot of his ideas and stuff come out of his kind of meditative
Subconscious.
dream state, and it shows. No, but that's good though. I like that. Rather than, I don't know, go from point A, go to point B, point
Right.
C. Movie,
Isn't
we're done.
that some way, some of the thing though is that it's always like the 3 a.m. creative. You're either half asleep or you're full asleep or whatever, and then bam, it's like the grand idea, right? I mean, I've hatched all sorts of plots at 3 a.m. where it's like, hey, that sounds great. But usually my wife, the sounding board, tells me, well, maybe you should, think about that a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like those things never turn out Well,
In my case, or
3 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, it's barely you can, it's like, then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh, that was a dumb idea.
Right. Or what was I thinking?
I wonder if, think about it. Like the great, well, okay, so I've always wondered about this. How do people how did Hunter Thompson, he's like taking all these drugs and everything and then writing a novel?
Right.
How does that happen, right? If it's me, I'm just like, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. Oh, hungover. Oh,
Right.
Not working so well.
Right. How do you get from 9 to 5, just, doing your everyday thing to, we're in bat country? Mm-hmm. There's definitely point A and a point B to that one. But you're right. I mean, that's one thing I've always been, no matter if it's music or writing or whatever creative medium is used, one thing is where creativity comes from, right? The well of lost plots, where do you get those wonderful ideas? Because we've all had them and stuff, but I'm always endlessly fascinated about the genesis of it all, where it comes from, and that's what I love hearing about. Oh yeah, 3 a.m. I woke up with this. I had this weird dream, and next thing I know, I'm starting a production company, and we're gonna make a movie.
Well,
of it.
that's why I like the blues.
Ooh.
Because it always starts with you wake up in the morning.
Right.
Woke up this morning, baby. It's always the start. So you always have a starting place in the blues. You always have a starting place. So you can just be like, I woke up this morning, baby.
Yeah.
Got toe jam in my shoes. Woke up this morning, baby. Was hungover with the blues. Woke up this morning, baby. Dog died next to my socks and shoes. I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
He got ran over by my Chevy Cruze.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. No, like literally about 2 days ago, I get insomnia every once in a while. I'm up to the wee crack of dawn, and I actually sat down and I wrote a brand new blues song.
Yeah,
I did.
I think that's the start.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you start with creativity. Just do the blues, and you don't have to learn. Look, you can get a guitar at a pawn shop or whatever.
Ooh.
And you don't even have to play the guitar like me.
Got my old 6-string, bought it at a 5 and dime.
Yeah, you can learn a couple of those strings.
Sure.
Those notes.
3 chords and a smile, man.
Dun, 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 dun. You could just play by ear, dun, 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 and just go. Yeah, and blues songs. See, to me, that's the key. This is not to denigrate the great blues artists of our time and yesteryear, because they're fantastic. But I'm just saying, everyone can have the blues, and you can just play it. It takes a lot of skill to make it, in your heart, to make it. To play the blues and to hear the blues and to feel the blues. It takes a lot of skill. So I'm not saying share your blues with other people, because they'd be like, yeah, that's real nice, Jason. But what I'm saying is you for yourself.
Keep your blues to yourself,
yes.
please.
Yes.
Woke up this morning.
That will be the next Coffee with Curmudgeons.
Went on a 5-state killing spree. Like, what?
Ooh, yeah.
That's
That's Doc Normal's Monday Morning Blues.
And it turned out I got a little Charlie Manson in me.
Oh. I chastise you for that, but in the mood I'm in this morning, no, I'm laughing. I'm just like...
Well, I meant it as a something with full of jocularity.
I read the news, so,
Right, I read the news this morning.
Went on
I had a razor blade. Yeah, I had a razor blade in my hand.
Funny in this day and age, but, used to be back when we were kids that a killing spree was fodder for fun jokes.
Or it turns into a Woody Harrelson, Oliver Stone movie.
Yeah, it's a farce.
Farcical.
So Losing Addison.
Yeah.
I segue. No, nice. I mean it's you could play the blues.
I can't wait to see it. That sounds awesome.
Well, the Kickstarter goes until we'll post a link in the show notes. How are we doing on those show notes?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. The project will be funded if it reaches its goal by Sunday, October 15th, 2017 by 9 p.m. So
I thought of a new round Coffee with Curmudgeons logo. Mm-hmm. I sent it to you a few days ago. I'm not sure if you saw it. It says round.
Did I get
logo.
it?
Yeah, I said it.
Did I?
I think. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember getting it.
Yeah, it's like a round logo. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And,
Is this something you came up with in the
yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the morning, baby.
that's when I do my good work, man.
I'm going to change these sheets out right now.
We're making mundane, we're making the blues mundane, Went down for a bowl of cereal, had Cookie Crisp on my mind.
That was in my news items on Friday.
Cookie Crisp?
No, they're bringing it. They're bringing it back because we talked about how nutritional, wonderful Cookie Crisp was quite some time ago. No, they're bringing back the Fruit Loops.
Ooh.
Okay, apparently Fruit Loops went to environmentally safe colors or something like earth tones or whatever. Guess what? To Trump administration, we're bringing those Fruit Loops back.
With red dye number 5.
Yes. With
it.
all the chemicals you know and you love in your morning cereal, we're bringing it back. A big announcement, like
Kids.
General Mills or whatever.
Right. Do you want to glow? No, really. Do you want to
No,
glow?
it was right there. And the thing is, they showed a picture of the Fruit Loops that they do now.
Yeah.
And then bringing back the real Fruit Loops that we know and love with the neon nuclear waste colors.
Yeah.
Right?
3 Mile Island.
And I was looking at the environmentally safe, whatever, gluten-free, whatever, colors, 21st century colors, and I was like, who'd eat that crap? I mean, this isn't fun.
Right,
If you're
kids,
going to eat Fruit Loops,
Do they get like
eat
a...
something that looks like it was a neon paint job from the dollar store. I don't
Earl
know.
Scheib,
Yeah.
right? The next thing you know, wait a minute. This opens up more questions. Was like Toucan Sam on the cover, like chain smoking?
Yeah.
Had a cigarette hanging out of his, bill and everything.
Yeah.
Eat the cereal, kids. It's almost like Krusty the Clown.
I should just pull up a picture. But it was literally like, I thought, of course, because no one's going to eat that crap. Earth tone Fruit Loops.
I love it. It's like, no one's going to eat that crap. And I'm like, me? No, not earth tones.
no,
I
I'm
want the
talking-
full nuclear
Yeah, I'm talking about the
grow the third eye sort of experience.
Oh, brother. Unicorn Fruit Loops. Now
Wow.
what? If you're a normal person, you eat breakfast. I don't know. Maybe this is an old story. Oh yeah, here we go. I think never mind. I think this is what Fruit Loops. Well, I don't know. They're just more neon. They glow more. I don't know. I read the story.
No, they really glow.
Believe me.
I like it. I wonder if they're going to get around to revamping the Crunch Berries.
Oh,
Captain
don't talk
Crunch
to me
and the
about Crunch Berries.
Yeah, I love me some Crunch Berries, man.
Do you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever at some point eat the Crunch Berries and go, rhymes with dingleberries? I don't know. That was just me. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you're just like you're going. Oh my god.
It may have. I'm not saying it did, but it may have occurred. Sure.
I mean, talk about the most evil substances that you can put into your young body.
That's right.
This isn't like moms.
This isn't your parents.
You know what we need?
Yeah.
We need someone on this show who grew up with hippie parents.
Ooh.
that didn't eat this kind of crap garbage that we were fed. You always meet these people out in the world. You're like at a party, drinking martini. It's like, actually, I never grew up with television. And you're like,
I was raised in a commune.
Yeah, how is this possible? And there are people I've met people who were raised in a commune. It's like, I never saw television until I went to college. It's like, how is this even possible? Where did you get your information?
Right, I was watching TV and eating Captain Crunch in the womb.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, while your mom smoked.
Right. She smoked, chain smoked, and You know?
Oh no, the image. I mean, we're talking real Mad Men stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the image of the pregnant woman
Yep.
in the summer with the pregnant belly and the ashtray
On her belly. She's
on
got
her
the
belly.
curlers in her hair with the hairnet, you know?
It helps induce labor.
Little Johnny's going to come out smoking. You know, he comes out O-rings, you know?
Oh, we're writing our show.
That's right, as we speak.
We are.
Every show is kind of like a production meeting.
This is going to be, so that will be the intro to our first movie, the Curmudgeons movie. It'll be our origin story, right?
Yeah.
Because because a good movie has to have like, so many years ago. Maybe it's shot in black and white.
A long time ago in a galaxy
right,
far, far
where
away.
you see the how these people developed. Right,
Yeah.
it's a flashback,
Ooh, yeah.
and then up to present time, which kind of gives you a sense as to why the characters are losers.
With me, it's gonna go from this precocious kid, into now, and every person sitting there is just gonna say, "Geez, what happened?
Yeah,
what happened to you?"
See, I think the parallel will be,
you'll
see the precocious kid doing, the stupid stuff. You pull the girls,
sticking a fork in a light socket.
Yeah. Pull the girl's pigtail.
Catching the grapes on fire. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I never did that, but
and then you go to modern time, and there you are with your family, catching the drapes on fire. It's just it's a loop. It's a time loop. You can never.
It's
get
a
out of
time
it,
loop,
right?
It is. I
We had the filmmakers here. We could have pitched this idea.
We're always missing
They were
on
waiting
that.
for it too. They were like they're about to pitch us a dumb idea. Get them off the line.
Right. Well, I was trying to get me involved into being like a shrub in the background. Trying to weasel.
You gotta think bigger. You gotta think bigger.
I know. We see that's where my starting
We're
point is.
curmudgeons. You just sell the curmudgeon thing.
Right.
Like I said, we're like the Three Stooges missing a stooge. I mean, really, I think that's kind of our shtick. I mean, look.
Yeah.
You're bald. That works.
Knock.
Exactly. And I'm cranky.
Ooh.
Man. Marx Brothers without a few Marxes.
Yeah, huge.
We're missing
Marx Brothers
Carl.
guy.
I don't know. Where was Carl?
Who's your favorite Marx brother?
Carl. Yeah. It's an old
Karl
joke.
Marx.
It's an old crap joke, folks.
Well, it's little known, but he was part of. He was in the early vaudeville days, and
Harpo's good.
Harpo.
I like Harpo.
Yeah.
Remember when Harpo was on with Lucy?
Yes.
On the Lucy, actually.
Yes.
Like
those iconic moments where they're like in a mirror or whatever, and they're like.
It was Harpo
mimicking-
Marx and Lucille Ball on the I think it was the I Love Lucy show.
Yeah, I'm a Groucho guy.
Yeah, well, Groucho was
Because
great.
his interviews, he's such a smart ass in the interviews, and I love that.
Yeah. Well, we like the
Groucho.
smart asses.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a Monday!
Monday.
I really was. I was in an okay mood.
Yeah.
I watched that. Okay, so two things on television.
Yes.
Last night on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
On the Tiffany network,
Ooh,
which is
Tiffany.
the worst network.
I'm
sorry.
Tiffany Network. What?
CBS.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise
the
known
Columbia
as CIA
Broadcasting.
Broadcasting Network.
Oh.
Look it up. No, they're just oh my God, what a horrid. Hi CBS, you're horrible.
Right. Coming soon, the Curmudgeons on CBS.
No, we would be if we sold pills.
Okay.
We could be on CBS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it could be like, Jason, are you feeling a little diverticulitis right now? Have you tried Lincoln 4 from Pfizer? It's good for you. Just eat it up with your Fruit Loops.
Right, I could smear stuff on my lips. Like, tastes like chocolate.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just like it's CBS. They're like, I don't know who under like 50 years old watches this network.
Ooh, good. Oh, that's a good.
No, okay. So first of all, they had 60 Minutes.
There's some younger guys. Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. Like, how many spin-offs can we do of the Big Bang Theory?
Young Sheldon.
Yeah. It's like, now it's like, young. I mean, that's CBS. CBS is the Foreigner of networks.
Oh no!
It's like
you're
you got
besmirching
that, you got that riff. Just keep playing that riff.
Jukebox hero.
Yeah. No. Keep playing the riff. Jukebox. Keep playing the hook. Keep Sheldon. Bing Bang Theory. Let's do Young Sheldon. Like keep playing that hook. Just play it out.
Right.
It's just oof.
I'm waiting for the Will Wheaton spinoff.
Oof. It's just so 60 Minutes.
Okay.
So I turn on the thing.
Yeah.
And I turn on the 60 Minutes. They're celebrating their 50th year, which makes me like, oh. And they actually showed a little thing with Harry Reasoner and what was that other guy?
Harry Reasoner, Morley Safer.
No, the other guy.
Oh, what, Andy Rooney?
No, the other guy whose son is on Fox. Never mind. See, I don't even remember. Anyway,
Wallace?
Yeah, Mike Wallace.
Yeah, Mike
Harry
Wallace.
Reasoner, Mike Wallace.
Okay.
And Harry's like, we're doing. This is like 1968, and he's like, we're doing something new and innovative, and it's 1968, right?
Right.
This is a news magazine. Ooh, it's scary. This may not work. I mean, it's like, and then I guess 60
we're gonna
Minutes
do it in an
invented the
hour.
news magazine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It worked for 50 years.
Yeah.
And so they did that. And guess who's on 60 Minutes now? You won't believe it.
I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay.
Because I heard
This
it
season-
last night. Someone mentioned it last night,
Yeah,
so I may have
maybe
inside.
on their Twitter or Facebook.
Could be.
Could be.
Oprah.
Oprah is now a whatever
Contributor or whatever.
contributor
Yeah.
to 60 Minutes.
Wow.
Oprah. And I'm just waiting for her to talk to these people as they're screaming at each other and crying and stuff. And it's like, okay, you got a car, you've got a car, you've got a car. All right.
Everyone in the studio
Have a
audience.
car. Yeah.
Sweet.
No, that was probably the best part of the show was Oprah. It was actually like, yeah, Oprah. Okay. Oprah. It was just like, it's Oprah. It's Oprah. You got to stop and listen to Oprah. Oprah
Right.
owns media. You know that, right?
She does. She does.
Oprah owns media.
In fact, I have it on good authority. The word on the street is it's no longer going to be called 60 Minutes. It's going to be called Oprah Minutes.
Yes.
You know?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Call Oprah's people. So yeah. So the thing is that she did a thing, her special report, which I watched, and it was good. There was one thing bad about it, but that's just because, I hate people in media. I don't hate Oprah though.
No.
Surprisingly, I like Oprah.
I think
I'd meet Oprah. I'd be like, "Hey, Oprah. All right."
Yeah.
So she did a thing.
Hey, Oprah. All right.
That's in the script for our movie, by the way.
Cameos. We're going to have tons of cameos.
No, I know. And that's brilliant script writing right there.
That
All
is.
right.
All right.
Should I say all right or all right?
Well,
or
it's gonna be.
What's my motivation here?
I like your first take on all right because it's kind of it's like taking you by surprise, right? Hey, there's Oprah. All right, this is cool.
I kind of think, Jason, if you and I ran into Oprah, not run into her. I mean, first we'd be like, "Oh my God, can we help you up?" Yeah. I think if we encountered Oprah, you and I would both be like, "Dude, it's Oprah." It's Oprah. I mean, she's worth like billions.
Yeah,
she's like a small. She's like a small, not a small, a medium-sized national economy is actually Oprah's worth.
That's exactly right. I mean, it is. It's really true that when the government gives its budget and stuff. It has like GDP, gross national, and then gross domestic product, and then the third one is gross Oprah product, GOP.
That's a lot,
and
that's a lot of money.
Yes,
she could probably single-handedly eliminate the U.S. debt.
Probably,
she's worth a lot of money.
Right, she's worth it.
And she's worked hard for it. I mean, in the media, it's like Yeah. So anyway. So she does this segment on 60 Minutes, right?
Yeah.
Her first, and she's like, and it was just like, tick, 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 right? They still have that tick, 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 tick,
I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember? Like, it's 2017. Who has a stopwatch that goes tick, 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 tick? Like, can you get that at the dollar store?
Wow, you're right. I mean, some kid's going to look at it and say, what is that? What is that? That's not digital.
You'd think it would be like, beep, 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 you know?
Right.
You know, it'd be like, more like, Alexa, set a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
See? That's
Alexa's all over it.
That would be your 60 minutes. But it's like, tick, 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 right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't know the people who are on there anymore. Well, there's people. There's guys on there. And then it's like, and I'm Oprah. And she's in the box, the 60 minutes. And tick, 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 tick. It's like, it's Oprah. Real thick glasses. I don't know what, I mean, that's the style these days, the thick glasses, I noticed. Well, but she's real hip with the thick. Oh, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop.
That'll wake you up. Alexa, chill. Come on.
Jeez. Okay, that was fun. We're having lots of fun technical things going on. So anyway, so then she goes and she does her thing. And what it is, and I thought this was good. It was a good segment. It was Oprah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be in a room with like 20 people, 20 Americans, and we're gonna talk about Trump.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
So it's like it was like in a room, sitting at a table. Let's talk about Trump. Right? So there's people like, I hate Trump. I love Trump. I hate him. I love him. You know, it's one of those things, right?
Yeah.
And so...
maybe she'll run for president.
Well, you know.
Oh.
There was...
Oh.
No. There was talk. There was rumors about that.
Yeah.
If you remember, the last time.
Oprah for president.
Yeah, they were like, and they kept asking her, are you going to run for president? It's like, don't run for president. It's not...
I've got
something's
her...
ringing.
I've got her...
Sorry, guy.
I don't know, it's his private number.
Oh, there you go. So anyway, So she did this thing, and so it was like people like, I think he's doing a good job, and then people saying, I think he's doing a bad job, you know, and then they just hashed it out for like 10 minutes on 60 Minutes, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, but that was good. Oh, that was good. The thing though is they had that Frank Luntz guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Frank.
Because he's like, when the polling data... Yeah. Little marshmallow guy.
Yeah,
he's I don't like
been on
anybody.
Fox News a bunch, right?
Yeah, he's polling.
Or
he's like,
CNN maybe.
He's like putting galvanic stuff on your hands. And, how do you feel about that snort? Turn it up or turn it down. Yeah, I can't stand that. I can't stand that guy. Like, I don't know.
You know who
People
I miss?
love that stuff, and it's like, no, it's stupid. It's better just to do what Oprah said. You just get people together, sit them down, and go, Trump, thumbs up, thumbs down, right? And then they'll tell you everything you want to know about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know who I miss, though, on 60 Minutes? I miss Andy Rooney. Because he'd always start his segment.
They don't have that anymore.
No, because he'd be sitting there all disheveled, you know. He's got his, blazer on. He's all disheveled. And he always started off, well, the voice real high.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever wondered? And then next thing you know, he's off on his own little mind trip.
Well,
have you ever wondered?
He's a god to people like us.
Yeah.
Curmudgeons. He was God
Curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon.
Who do you think was the original Curmudgeon?
Well,
I mean, we came from somewhere.
Andy Rooney is definitely up there. There's more though. There's it used to be old newsmen.
Yeah.
I hate to say news. We need to find old news women too. I mean, there were curmudgeons.
Yeah.
Who were not men.
Could we have like curmudgeonettes?
Yeah, we're gonna find the history of curmudgeony. In other words, we're gonna do like the whole lineage. But Rooney is a god emperor curmudgeon in my mind. Yeah, because he'd come on and be like, what are these damn kids with their loud motorcycles on my lawn?
Yeah,
I don't know, Andy.
Wondered why, Yeah. And let's see,
he would tear this world apart today.
Sure, yeah. In fact, it may be too much for.
I might be channeling him.
Right. It may be too much though for an Andy Rooney today. His head would probably explode.
It's too much for me.
And there goes Doc's head.
No, it's too much for me. After this weekend, God. So anyway, so that was nice. Oprah, that was nice, and she did it, and like they all agreed to disagree and stuff. And you know what the outcome was? You're gonna love this.
Okay,
this is nicely curmudgeon. God, this coffee tastes great, though. I gotta tell you,
Monday.
Coffee and anger.
There's a song in there somewhere. Black coffee and anger.
Woke up this morning, baby. Had my black coffee and a little anger too.
That's right, a little cup of Joe.
Trader Joe's dark roast. I recommend it. So you know what the outcome was? It's so depressing. I mean, at least Oprah was there, and you kind of, you know, she kind of has that. You know, like our show, and I don't watch our show, but I watched it a long time ago, whatever. But the guy I really hated was Geraldo, by the way. Oh God, Geraldo. Ugh.
Mr. Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Well, one of my girlfriends was on Geraldo once.
Really?
Oh, that didn't come out right, did it?
Do tell. Do tell.
That sounds like, let's bring your boyfriend out, shall we? Maury Povich, all of a sudden chairs are flying between
Let's welcome to the stage, Doc. He's a curmudgeon. Come on.
You're a DP! You cheated on me! No.
And you are not the father.
She was, yes, exactly. Yeah. No, she was in the audience. We got a hoot out of it.
Gotcha.
She was like in New York or somewhere, and it was like, yeah, we went to go see a show. It ended up being Geraldo. I was like, you got to be joking. It's like, no. And she was an attractive woman.
Okay, yeah.
Very attractive
So they
woman.
sat her like in front, right?
Yes, and the hilarious thing is when we watched the show and taped it, so many cut-tos of the audience of my girlfriend in the audience.
They kept going back to her.
They kept going back to the girl, and we were laughing. It was like because she was smiling, you know, because here's what they do. If you've ever seen a television show,
sure,
Chuck Worley, that crazy monstrosity of a nut job of a right winger. The Wheel of Fortune.
Whatever happened to old Chuck?
Because
he turned into
we talked about that in the show, and we
Yeah.
talked about how when I was a little kid, I saw the original Wheel of Fortune, which he actually was the original host.
Really?
Before Sajak and all those guys.
Yeah.
But what they tell you is when you go in, you know, you're not. You're not supposed to just sit there like a long. This is not what you do when you get a free ticket to a show, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just like.
No, you got to be animated. Like you're always
now,
excited.
if we start getting tickets to our show in here, that's exactly what people will do. It's like these guys aren't funny.
It's like two people over in the corner. It's like,
exactly. Then you're like, oh God, I hate these guys. No, they go, oh, okay. There's applause. When we say applause, and there's actually a corral. You know, there's a person there.
Yes.
Who's a floor director for the audience.
Right.
And they're like, oh, that's fun. Oh, yay! You know? So, like, when your boyfriend comes out with his love child baby that he had with a girlfriend and cheated on the wife.
Right, yeah.
The person who's in the audience, who's the audience wrangler, is like, boo! You know, they do that, right? Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
So they're like cheerleaders.
Yes. That's what they do.
This could be like a college game. We bring out some curmudgeon cheerleaders, you know, and they're like, rah, rah.
This is how the Hollywood television TV works.
Okay.
I wish news programs worked this way. I wish my pad would work today because my pad's not responding again. But anyway, they do the boo. Yeah. And then they do the yay, right? And then it's like, I'm going to keep the baby. Yay! Right?
Yay.
You know,
hey,
and then chairs get thrown or whatever. So, so at the time, my girlfriend, she did the smiling and she was an actress. She did some stage work and stuff, so she played along, and she was pretty, a good-looking, attractive woman.
Gotcha.
Hence why we were together. I mean, no, that's not the. She was.
Oh,
smart.
Doc,
she was a wonderful person.
You sly boots.
She was. I don't know. I think she was the one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And that's all bad. That's a story we don't want to get into that. But no, I think she was probably, but me being the chucklehead that I am, why don't I just screw that up.
Sorry,
Everybody
babe.
gets angry.
Sorry, but
Dun, 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 dun.
I've got to go on and be a curmudgeon.
Yeah, my life sucks.
No.
But anyway, yeah, so they just kept doing these cut-tos and right to her audience things, close-up, group shot, close-up. It's like,
Nice.
because they have the camera. They have to do the audience reaction.
Right.
So they're going to find, like, either good-looking people or goofy-looking people in our case. Yeah, I mean, see, we would totally be like...
Yeah.
we could just be like the Dumb and Dumber.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Wow! Oh, what do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They cut to us because they'd be like, look at these two chuckleheads.
Right. Well, see, I agree with everything you're saying about the audience because I love the multi-stage audience reaction in an infomercial. Because there is a distinct multi-stage reaction in an infomercial. It's all uniform. They're all the same, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. I'm the audience. I'm out there.
We need to do our own infomercial.
Let's say they're out there. Let's say the guy's up on the stage and he's doing like a juicer or whatever, right? Whatever. With Floby, the little haircut thing. I think here's what it starts out like this. It's like,
yes.
and it ends. Here's the great. Here's the end part.
Yeah.
The climax. So you're like,
Yeah.
they're sold on it, right? They're
Yeah.
like, because at first they're like, "What's he doing?"
Yeah.
Then and it dawns on them. They're like, that's what I want to do.
And it's just like, what IQ do we need for people who go, he puts the fruit in the device and juice comes out? Amazing.
You
right?
put your lime in your Coke in it and you shake it all like, yeah. Yeah.
I never knew you could make juice out of fruit.
Right.
Oh, whoa, it's a cucumber. Hang on. Carrots. Ooh, vegetables.
He just shredded
Kale.
cheese.
Oh, my God. You're not going to put kale in there, are you?
Like, I
That's some
know.
wheat germ. Oh, dear Lord. That's what I need. I need some good juice. There's no good juice anywhere around here. There used to be a juice place over here. And as soon as I kind of moved into this area, they shut down the juice place. Thanks.
Gosh, that sucks.
There's no juice places around here.
You're right. That was the rage for a while, like the smoothie slash
Good
juice
for you.
bar. Yeah, juice
It's
bar.
good for you. It's horrible to do at home. I don't care what you say. It's horrible to do at home because have you ever made juice with a juicer at home?
No.
Yeah, because the crap flies up all over the kitchen. You end up. It looks like someone was. It looks like the Manson family juicer. It's.
There's a name.
That was not.
There's a name.
Really, really, really poorly put. I apologize.
That is our next infomercial. We're gonna do the Manson family
That
juicer.
was really poorly placed there. I am really should not be on air today.
What we got?
I apologize. That was too soon. No, that was really bad.
The Manson family juicer.
You don't have to
Okay, I'm
repeat
rolling.
it.
I'm rolling.
You don't have to repeat it.
Hey kids, hi, this is Skip Von Kusky, and we're here today to talk about the Manson Family Juicer.
Thanks.
That's right. The Manson Family Juicer, you can slice it, you can dice it, you can end up in prison because of it.
Oh man,
you think?
this is bad. That was horrible.
Manson Family Juicer.
That should have never come out of my mouth. That's horrible.
Manson
Equate
Family
the
Juicer.
horrible murders in California to. Well, it does look bad in your kitchen. The stuff goes all over the place.
Right.
Okay. Maybe it's maybe if you're doing the kale and the celery and everything, it's the Jolly Green Giant murder scene. I don't know, but it just goes. You can't clean the thing. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And then what did you have? Of course, it's 2017, so you had some chuckleheads down in Silicon Valley make their own juicer. What was that thing called? Juice One or something? Yeah, well, that's what it was.
Juice X.
Yeah, no. So you bought this thing on Kickstarter, and then you bought the packets of juice.
The add-ons, right.
And then you put the packets in to make the juice.
Yeah.
What's the point already?
Yeah.
Go down and get some Odwalla from frickin' the supermarket.
Or V8.
Oh, this might be a banner episode. I
The
have
Manson
really nothing
Family
good to
Juicer.
say today.
I'm still on the Manson Family.
The Oprah part was about the best thing I had to say today.
Well, yeah, Oprah.
And you know when Oprah's the highlight of your day.
Well, Oprah's the highlight of
I don't
anybody's
know.
day, you know.
But
She's always giving away cars and stuff.
I know.
You'll find under your seat the keys to a brand new
So you know
Buick.
what the outcome of her little her shindig on 60 Minutes was?
Oh, let me guess. She gave everyone in the little audience, in the audience who's Trump supporters, she gave them a free account to like a online school,
Book club or something, right?
right?
Because yeah, it's a book club. But no,
Right.
So it's Trump, all about Trump, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? You know, half the people, oh, Trump, I hate Trump, like Trump, I
Yeah.
hate Trump, hate Trump, right? And Luntz is in the back eating donuts. I don't know that guy. So anyway, I really don't like anyone. It's just the media people, okay?
Yeah.
And there was a time when you could criticize media people because that's part of it. You can criticize me. Look, I'm here. I mean, we're here. You could be like those chuckleheads. But anyway, and you probably would be right. But here's what happened.
Okay.
At the end of it, it was like, what's the conclusion, folks?
Yeah.
Because these people don't like Trump. These people like Trump,
Right. Oprah, give us our teachable
Right.
moment.
So
Yeah.
it's like, where do you see us like in 4 years in the future? Like, where do we go from here? Like the next election?
Yeah.
Do you see us dialoguing and coming together? Yep.
Yeah.
You guessed it, Jason. Yeah. No, it
Right.
was like everyone was like, nope. And like one dude, it was like, I swear, I kind of caught this because I was trying to make some juice. No, I wasn't making juice. Because I'm not going to have that crap go with it, It's bad enough when you make a spaghetti.
Mr. Normal, will you please put down your juicer? We're still asking the questions here. Oh.
It's bad enough when you're making a spaghetti dinner. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that looks like if you're doing it right, it's like, you wonder why the mafia always made spaghetti when they went out on a hit, right? It's just like, is that spaghetti or is that blood? I don't know. It's just, have some more sauce.
Have some more
Have
sauce.
some more Italian gravy. Mom, I gotta buy you knives. We hit a deer. It's really sad. I
And
love
next
that
thing you know,
scene.
it's
I love that
Goodfellas.
scene.
Right.
Goodfellas.
And next thing you know, they're around the table eating, spaghetti and
You hit a
stuff.
deer? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. It's back in the trunk. We gotta take care of it. Just go watch Goodfellas.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna go take a look. No, Mom. It's not pretty sight.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
So, which, by the way, did we talk about that actor died just like a week ago?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about him. Frank, I have to look it up. But anyway, darn it, he was not on our list of people who keep dying. Because we have we really have to formalize our obituary section.
We do.
My grandma, like every time I'd visit my grandma, like there was that time where she took the paper, went to the back page, read the obituaries, and she would say, "Oh, look, Selma died. Oh, she was 96." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then one time I said, "Grandma, maybe that's kind of depressing and maybe depressing you. Maybe don't read the obituary section." But you couldn't. No, it was the obituaries and Lawrence Welk. It was like, no. So anyway, where was I? Juicing Oprah. Right.
Oprah. Huh? It all comes back to Oprah.
People are like, send this show to North Korea. It will confuse the dear leader. He'll stop. It's like, wait a minute, I gotta watch these. Americans, I don't understand them.
Yeah, we will have Kim Jong Un squealing Mayday by midnight.
Yeah,
I guarantee
he'll
you.
be so confused.
Yeah.
Don't be. Yeah. Hey, this is the CIA. Do you have some tapes from your show? We're using them at Gitmo. We
need to borrow your
take
library.
people's eyes open, and they have to watch you guys 24/7.
Right.
Or listen to the live stream.
Instead of with Noriega playing Van Halen Panama over and over.
Play Coffee with Curmudgeons.
Right.
Who are these guys? Stop it!
Get these guys out of my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at the end, they asked where we'd be in 4 years. How things going to get better? Everyone's like, no. And a couple of people, both on you saw like Trump people and like liberal anti-Trump
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anti-Trump. One lady, they were like, I think we'll be in a civil war. I'm like,
Jeez.
oh,
Two
good.
arms.
Oh, my word.
That's wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
And I'm Oprah Winfrey.
Right.
It's like, oh, give them a cars, please.
Right. That wow. I think we'll probably be in a civil war.
Yeah.
Poor Oprah.
At least that's what I caught in between the juicing noise of the juicing machine. But I was just like, stop it. You don't have to repeat. That was a poor choice of words.
I can't get it out of my head now because it's so unlikely combo that it's just,
Have you ever juiced?
Hey, kids, want a smoothie?
Stop it.
Let Uncle Charlie make it for you.
Got a juice?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to make juice in your blender? Have you ever tried to use a juicer?
Yeah.
It gets everywhere. You're going to clean that kitchen for 6 months. You're going to be like up there, like doing the dusting, and it's like, oh, what was that? A piece of carrot from juicing from 6 months ago.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's horrible.
Store-bought blenders, right? They're just not powerful enough. They're not like the real industrial ones that can really juice it. Right. You always get like bits and pieces still left in it.
But the whole
and it's
point
like
of a juicer,
a crunchy style juicer,
is it's supposed to be easy to clean.
Yes.
And then they got this thing called the bullet.
The magic bullet, right?
The magic
Which
bullet.
means two different things to men and women.
Oh, dear Lord.
But
I know every time I don't go to the store anymore, but, you go to a Target or Walmart, but maybe Target. You pass by the magic bullet and you go,
right.
It's a juicer and a toy. Oh, Lord. I maybe we should just shut this show down.
Hey, kids, it's a juicer. In more ways than one.
Oh, God. Oh!
Sorry.
No. It all started with the Manson thing. And that's just...
I know.
went way...
I'm sorry.
God.
Let's get back to Oprah.
Why don't we just revive Anarchy Radio and then there you go.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't know.
Exactly.
Nah,
Just go to strip clubs and I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That was horrible. Dude.
What?
Oh, man. I am so sorry.
It was a zinger.
Everyone's like Monday going, it used to be like, oh, yeah, turn it on. You can listen to it in your dental office. You can people laugh before they get their teeth drilled out. Now they're like, scramble, just turn the stream off.
Who needs Novocaine when you got us?
Oh, my God. It's really one of those inappropriate days. I'm sorry.
That's
anyway,
my last inappropriate comment. I'm all out of them now.
Well,
the well is dry.
Even it's horrible. Horrible.
It's just one of those things.
Anyway, God, oof. So that was Oprah, and then the Star Trek thing came on CBS. Okay, so here's the thing about CBS.
Yeah.
It's a war show, investigative show. Investigative war. Oh, and everything's the number one comedy and the number one drama.
Right.
On CBS. Like, I really want to look that up. Is it really? Like, number one by whose numbers? Like Netflix, Stranger Things is not number one. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, CBS. But, like, they got this new show with Angel from Buffy.
Oh, Navy SEAls.
Navy SEAls.
I saw that, yeah.
Honey, I'm with the kids. We're going to go out and kill something now. What kind of world do we live in anymore where that's the new show? And it's like, well, you got to be patriotic. No. It's like, okay, I get that everyone plays like the whatever,
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like blow it up, kill it up. But if you... if you were like outside the country, like in a liberal European country or something,
sure.
Maybe up in Scandinavia or whatever, they probably eat it up. They're probably like, oh, bring more death and destruction, America.
Belgium.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. But all I'm saying is that's one of their new shows, Navy SEALs. It's like, we've been at war for how long now?
Oh, boy.
Let's see. In Afghanistan 16 years?
16 years.
You want to say?
Yeah.
Do I need another Navy SEALs? I? Because I kind of don't like people getting their heads blown off.
Yeah.
And don't call me a non-patriot. Sir, I'm a peacenik, but stop it. This really makes me cranky. Like, we've turned into this weird militaristic police and so there's that. So then there's the NCSI, all of their shows are CS, NCI,
NCIS,
investigative murder, crap or whatever,
forensic stuff,
and come back for the season finale, or kidnapping by terrorists. It's all terrorists, but they're terrorists. The network, terrorists. It's Look, the chances of you. Like anyone encountering, whatever those guys are, ISIS or Al Qaeda, in down the street in Michigan or whatever. Well, maybe somewhere else, but are not that much. The chances of some kid going off his rocker and walking into a school and doing bad stuff, more so. And this is just crazy. This is just crazy stuff, and then there's Sheldon. Great. Yeah. But here's the thing. They got a new show on here.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. It's like crowdsourcing. I'll look it up. It's just horrid crap.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I mean, I watched Twin Peaks: The Return.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of horror stuff in that show. But there's comedy, there's interesting things, there's things you go, that's very interesting, right?
Yeah.
It keeps your interest. But here's what doesn't keep my interest. Mm-hmm. We have an hour. Here's the bad guys. They're foreign. We need to go after them. We'll bring firepower. It's like, folks.
Yeah.
Come on. If that's get the potato chips. I don't know. I think we've really devolved.
Yeah, we watered down. I quit watching. NCIS because first it was NCIS, then it was NCIS LA, then it's NCIS New Orleans.
Horrible.
I lost it when they got to the NCIS Albuquerque.
Really?
No, there's no Albuquerque. I was kidding. NCIS Grand Rapids. No, I'm kidding. But you're right. It's like there's no more either in Hollywood, whether it be on movies or TVs. There's no more originality. It's either reboots or it's some sort of offshoot or sequels or whatever. And there's nothing original anymore.
Oh yeah, CSI.
Yeah.
What is this show that
there's 17 Law and Orders. There's 52 NCISs, and then there's
and Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert, right. It's just nothing original anymore.
Yeah, and every here's the problem I have with this is why I don't watch TV or CBS or whatever. Mm-hmm. Everything's Sturm und Drang. Sturm und Drang.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Stress and release, I believe. It's like, oh, hey, I'm just hanging out. Ooh, I get a phone call on my BlackBerry. You gotta take out some terrorists in New Jersey. Okay, shoot up, guys. Going back to the family.
You literally
get that flag.
Have just given away, right? CBS is angry now. You've literally just given away 3 seasons of plots on the new Navy SEALs right there.
I know. It's like I'm trying to find this. There's this one show that they just promoted. Okay, I don't know what it's called, but they were shilling this on the CBS. Okay. And again, who's watching this? Are the young kids watching it? Because all their news programs, no kids watch that. I mean, kids watch Netflix, right?
I
still haven't watched the Stranger Things, and I hear great things about that.
I know.
Right?
My kid came up and goes, "Dude, you gotta watch Stranger Things."
And I haven't
seen it yet.
Yeah. I mean, there's good stuff on there.
Season's coming up. I think Halloween.
Yeah. So I got to catch up on that. But there's only certain things you can't watch TV all the time.
Yeah.
But apparently, people who watch CBS watch TV all the time. What are they? Scared little old people, eating the popcorn, going, "Oh, I think there's a terrorist at my door."
Right.
Better call up that angel from Buffy. He'll blow away. Right. It just makes me angry. I mean, it's such a warmongering kind of idea. Oh, and every series is going after the bad guys, right? So if we did a show, if we did our movie,
I want to do
we have to go after the bad guys.
I want to do like an old school Starsky and
But we
Hutch
need
type
to-
show, though, like 70s, where we could grow out our sideburns.
But there was me too. But actually, I like that. But the thing is in those shows back that we in the 70s, sure, there was action. There was bad guys. There was always bad guys. Usually drug dealers.
Yeah.
It was usually, we got to get that drug dealer. Okay. And he's a bad guy because he's dealing drugs to people, hooking them on drugs, kids maybe or something. It's like, bad guy.
He's got to go.
He's got to go. We got to take care of him. But then they'd always you remember back then, the cops, there's always the shady people in the sidelines.
Yeah.
And they'd become friends with the cops, with the Starsky and Hutch and stuff. It was like
Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear. Hey, we need some info, Huggy. Come on. Oh yeah, that guy's bad. We got to take him out.
He's
right?
shady, but he's got a heart of gold.
Exactly. Well, all those things, Shaft, all those movies, right? It was always like. Hey, I gotta talk to. Sure, this guy's maybe this guy's over here in New York City. Maybe he's getting packs of cigarettes off of the truck and selling them illegally.
Right.
We're turning the eyes of that. He's a shady guy. But you know what?
Dirty cops on the take.
He's got info.
Yeah.
He's got info.
You know who had the
Hill
best?
Street Blues.
Hill Street Blues.
That was a good one.
But even better than Hill Street Blues, there is one show that had the best shady but heart of gold people. You ready?
Yeah.
Streets of San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
They always had like the shady down and outers. But the down and outers, they had some endearing qualities to them, And like, oh my gosh.
I'm looking for it here because Young Sheldon, they're showing that.
Yeah.
Which one show that they don't have I could re-rate that for CBS.
Right.
Young Sheldon goes to school and
next thing you know.
Yeah, that's horrible. God, we're horrible. No, okay, so there's a show. I'm trying to I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
But what it is, but they were it's coming up in a week or two or whatever. And what it is some guy had some bad thing happen to his family or whatever, and he's like a tech guy. So guess what he does? Crowdsource crime fighting. So here's the scenes in the show. Like he's got limited resources, so he's got databases and he's got everyone's phone. So he's sending out photos of people. It's like
Cyber
this guy's
justice.
Yes, cyber justice. That's what it's like.
He's bringing down the thunder from afar,
Folks. Do you know what happened in 1938 in Germany? They didn't have cyber.
No.
But they had crowdsourcing justice.
Right.
It was called, maybe you want to tell us at the Gestapo headquarters what your neighbors are doing.
Right. Down at the old Albertstrasse.
That's exactly what it came off as. I'm like looking at this going,
Prince
no,
Albertstrasse.
we do not want a show about cyber justice.
No.
We do not want a whole bunch of people with their iPhones going around and accusing and going after people who may or may not be criminals.
Right.
How is this a good idea? That's called vigilanteism.
America
we're gonna
loves
use
its
cyber and do it.
America loves its vigilante justice. Though I mean, look at the rich tableau of former. I mean, Batman.
Yeah,
the original vigilante guy.
Yeah.
The Punisher. He's a vigilante.
Well, so Green Hornet. My favorite.
Merc from Orc.
But the thing
he's not a vigilante. He could be though.
Thing is no right-thinking person would think that a guy's going around dressed up as a bat or a hornet or in a green suit.
Yeah.
Doing justice. It just made you feel good.
It's the fantasy part of it, right?
Yeah. But this literally was a show that's coming up on CBS that's going to be about everyone's like, and I just thought, oh my God, this is reality because people will build apps for this. They're already out there. Like it's like, oh, you did something wrong.
Yeah.
The whole tattletale and the whole going after people and stuff. That is the worst part of anything you could ever do.
Right.
And
I saw that. I can't.
Is it Black Mirror? Because Black Mirror deals with some of this
this was
stuff too.
real. It's a huge billboard, and I want to say it's on the corner. It is. It's on the corner of McLaughlin and 17th.
Yeah.
There's I think it's above the corner, like it used to be like a cell phone store.
Okay.
Or
Oh, yeah,
I think now it's like this quasi gym thing.
Oh, I know
but
that
there's
place. The Powell right there where the train goes and everything.
There's a billboard, and what I saw just really it made my stomach churn, because the whole gist of the billboard was, if you see anything that you think is suspicious.
Oh yeah.
And on the heart of it, you want to say, well, yeah. I mean, if you want to see someone like, something weird proactively, but it turns into Bob and Martha reporting on somebody that they don't like. Yeah. And it just you saw that. I mean, textbooks are rich in stories of like the old Soviet Union denunciations, and in Nazi Germany, where if you didn't like someone, you just accused them of being Jewish, and next thing you know, they're getting hauled off, to Dachau or something.
Exactly.
And when I saw that on the billboard, I was like, oh my God, man, where this is where we are now.
No, it's called, if you see something, say something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole thing was originally, I think it originated in the airports, and we had like some train station thing over in London.
Yeah.
And that's where at the airport they go, hey, are these your bags? Have you left these bags unattended or whatever?
Isn't it the ricin ones or whatever it was when
fair
they did
enough.
that?
Oh, no, there's something worse going on now. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean back in the day though.
But no, we're talking about like bombs or something like that with the people. Someone just dropped that bag off, and then another person picked that bag up and whatever. But legitimately that can happen. Whatever, I get that. Yeah. I mean, I get security, but we're way overboard on this stuff. And now this is like this TV show about crowdsourcing. And here's the thing with Facebook and all the things out there. This is Black Mirror. This isn't like you could say, well, it's a CBS TV show. Sure, there's probably some weird fantasy about how the social media works, but it's a show about this guy who goes on vigilante and I don't care. I don't care if the person's a really bad person or not. Mm-hmm. I really don't want to live in a society like that,
where you feel you have to denunciate,
because people are wrong.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's a Mrs. Kravitz from Bewitched.
Yeah.
Right? There's a reference
for the nosy neighbor who's looking through their hedges. And
always looking, peering through the curtain. Do you see what they're doing, Harold? Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Next thing you know, it turns into fourth grade Bobby sitting in his class, and the teacher's saying, "Bobby, have you noticed anything?" Well, yeah, Mommy and Daddy were talking about.
Oh man!
Next thing you know,
and there are people in this country that want that. And I'm just like, really? Because, boy, let's look at the societies, like you said, the Soviet Union.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Germany, 1938.
Yeah.
Folks, I mean, and this was... freedom comes with risk. And it's not about letting bad people go or anything, but it is about not turning into a police state. And that's really got me crazy. And when you watch CBS, half the shows on there, you're just like, oh, it's so propagandist for this police state thing. Our new show, Navy SEALs, ha ha ha, go after the bad guys. It's like, yeah, guess what? Navy SEALs exist. They're in Afghanistan still. Haven't solved that problem yet.
Yeah.
And we probably never will. We'll probably be there. And then in the meantime, you're watching Vietnam and all that.
Oh, tough episode last night.
I got to watch that.
Covered the year 68, the Tet Offensive.
Yep. I got to
of course, MLK, Robert Kennedy, and it's just he did a masterful job though last night. It was something.
My point is we need balance.
Yeah.
We need balance.
The yin needs a yang, man.
We need balance, I mean, like when I watch that stuff, well, when I watch Oprah talking to these people and they're like, oh, I don't know, it'll probably devolve into civil war. I'm like, great. And then it's like, coming up next, crowdsourcing, going after people, whether we're right or whether we're wrong. I mean, no, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've already passed judgment on that show. Because I just don't know. Yeah. I don't even want that idea out there. I mean, it's already out there. If you really, really want to watch a show, a good show, and not a crap show that's on CBS, if you really want to see a good show, watch that Black Mirror on Netflix, because they have stories that cover these things.
I haven't seen it
and
yet.
it will spook you. No, this is what it's all about. They
Gotcha.
tell you how technology and the future and social media goes awry, and it's pretty close to home. And that's the stuff I like, because when I grew up with the original Star Trek and everything, they showed you how, like, yes, we have technology. Yes, technology is great. We're going out in the universe. Oh, but look, this technology is kind of a bad idea. Maybe we should wrap it back a little bit.
And at the heart of Star Trek, they always had the Prime Directive.
Yeah.
They knew that they had technology, knew this, but, don't interrupt,
And they show up on a planet, and it's full of gangsters. They show up on a planet, it's full of Nazis, right? They're like, what the hell happened here? Somebody screwed up, right?
Oops. Yeah. How come that Tribble is packing heat? Something's going on here.
A great technology episode from the original Star Trek.
Okay.
The M5 computer. The M5 computer is the greatest computer. Okay, so there it is. And it's like he gets called back, the Enterprise. Kirk. He's with the Commodores. And it's one original episode where they actually have multiple starships. Very rare, but they actually, they just repaint the Enterprise. Back then, that was with the budget. And so it's like, yep, we're doing war games, Kirk. It's like, okay. Well, that's weird. Okay, let's do some war games. And then the dude comes on, I think it was Dr. Daystrom, actually, with his M5 computer. And what do? It's an autopilot. It runs the whole ship.
Yeah.
You don't need a captain. You don't need a Spock. You don't need a crew. It's going to run the ship, and it's going to go into the war games. What could possibly go wrong?
Right, yeah.
And that's what the whole episode is about. Right? There's no human interaction. And then at the end, Kirk's like, we need human judgment and interaction, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like at some point, like we talked about just an episode or two ago, we had this guy who just died, who was a Soviet guy in charge of the missiles. Yes. In charge of the ICBMs pointing at the United States. And what happened? The M5 computer over there in the Soviet Union went off, I can't remember what year it was. Was it the 80s too? Right? And it was like, hey, missiles are coming from America. America's doing a sneak surprise attack on you. That's what the computer told him.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a computer will say, okay, no big deal.
Right.
That's fine. But this guy stopped, took a breath, and said,
something ain't right here.
Something's not right here.
Yeah.
I don't think the United States maybe is launching a surprise attack today.
Yeah, and it's
and
interesting.
He took a breath, and he investigated, and it turned out it was a computer glitch.
Yep.
Had he acted on the computer glitch, we wouldn't be here right now.
Which is somewhat surprising because the Soviet protocol is you don't question, you don't blink, you just do, and this guy actually had the forethought. Something's not right.
And in two cases in the Soviet Union, our enemies, people blinked and stopped and thought about it for a minute.
Yeah, Cuban Missile Crisis.
Nuclear war.
Yeah.
We had the admiral, the guy who was number one, lieutenant commander or whatever, on the submarine during the Cuban Missile Crisis. That same thing. They lost contact, and protocol was launch the missiles, and the captain was like, launch the missiles, and he said the XO went against the captain and said, hang on a second, let's think this through.
Right.
Let's not send our nuclear tipped torpedo out to the United States Navy.
It's a tad hasty.
And it turns out
it
was a malfunction. Yeah. And that guy got to be admiral in the Soviet Navy for his quick thinking of averting a nuclear war.
Right, yeah.
But people don't think technology through that way. They don't think about crowdsourcing. What happened when we crowdsourced justice in the United States? Like, say, in the South. 100 years ago?
It's a little different.
50 years ago?
Heck, 2 weeks ago.
We had crowdsourcing. We had crowdsourcing.
Sure.
They just wore hoods.
They're called the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, folks, but you gotta get on this. We gotta shut this crap down.
Yeah.
We didn't need a whole new thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just really, really fired up about this. I'm really cranky.
Well, yeah.
Really
Well, it's
cranky.
hard not to be, though, when you see, I mean, just look over this last weekend, all the crap that was going on and continues, you know. And
I mean, people are just going to be upset with me, but that's fine. Yeah. But I'm sorry.
We're stirring
I'm right.
conversation.
You're wrong.
Oh,
There it is. No, I'm right because, hey, I'm kind of the one who goes, there's a future here, and we want to survive as a species. We don't want to kill each other or do all that stuff, you know, peace and understanding. And yes, there's bad people. We're not in a good place right now with North Korea. Hey, look at that. Look what's going on there, right? You know.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep.
But boy, like when you turn on each other, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it's just you know, and you watch this thing with the. So I was watching the CBS just to catch this new Star Trek thing.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And what is it? Lots of war. War.
Yeah.
Let's fight it.
I DVR'd it. Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, if you don't like it, you don't like the. No, cast is fine. The star of the show, and I've been a Michelle. You don't tell me about Michelle Yeoh. I've been a Michelle Yeoh fan since you were in diapers. Yeah, the cast is great. Actually, the cast is great.
Yeah,
cast is wonderful. I wrote a thing on Facebook, and I was kind of baiting it because I was like, here's what I don't like. Cast was good. Special effects, CGI. It's just like, and it looks. It's all the special effects are like the movies, the recent movies. Tons of lens flare, which is just unnecessary.
Yeah,
unnecessary lens flare. There was a scene, and I just told you, and if I had found it, there is 2 close-ups. There's 2 things between 2 characters, just like you and me. Like if I'm talking to you, hello, Jason.
Why, hello.
Okay. Just get that beaming up on antimatter containment field. Okay?
Yeah.
All
yes.
Right? Okay.
Or aye.
Yeah, sir, or whatever. In that one scene in the show, and literally it was right there, I couldn't believe it. There was this lens flare that moved here, and then cut to lens flare, same thing, moved there. Same exact lens flare. Like it's like, who loaded this macro up in Adobe After Effects? Right. I mean, it was that bad. And I'm like, this is unnecessary, folks. I mean, so I criticize the thing. So I have some criticisms. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but... Yeah. You know.
I'll watch it too.
Here's the thing, and I did notice a few
Were they
people
old-style Klingons or new style?
They're, I don't know, style Klingons.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and a couple people mentioned it. There's so much prosthetics on the actors that when they speak the Klingon, it's like, and you know what? Here's the answer: dub their voices. Go into the studio soundstage,
clean it up,
redub the voices, and you notice that there's a couple times they did that, and it's noticeable versus when they're actually in scene talking through their makeup.
Gotcha.
And that I was like, I mean, I can accept the new Klingon look, but the mushy-mouthy, Klingon thing, you'd think that if they had evolved that look, they could actually speak clearly, Right.
Instead, it sounds like they're gargling rocks.
I mean, I have criticisms.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it was like completely. I mean, there's other criticism, but I'm not going to go into it. But it's about a war. Yeah. So we get to look at the war. And somebody said, there was a reviewer who did get to see like the first 3, and they said it didn't pick up for me until number 3.
Gotcha.
And here's the other thing I didn't like. It was a total show. It's like they do all this setup and stuff in the first hour to get you to pay for the second hour.
Oh, gosh.
And then it's still like, okay, now what happens, right? The show's called Discovery. We have yet to see Discovery in 2 hours.
Gotcha.
So
they haven't discovered anything yet.
It's business. It's Hollywood business. So it's like, and I'm kind of cranky with CBS because of the way they've treated the fan base anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's a new Fox show I want to watch. I guess it debuts, October 1st. It's called Ghosted. It's a little paranormal. It's a comedy show.
Oh,
And I think it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
you know what? I did see a preview for that.
Yeah.
I was confused because I thought this was this other guy. Isn't it one of the guys from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, I saw that and I was like, yeah, it's like a ghost hunter story, but it's a comedy. And I was like, okay,
I can dig that.
You might get me on that.
Yeah, I like the Orville.
I'm trying
Orville's
to
funny.
think who are the two guys on that? Ghosted.
Yeah, one guy was in a movie Hot Tub Time Machine. He's been in a few other ones.
It's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Is in it. Hang on, just hang on here.
Hang on.
He was in. Last time I saw him was in a couple episodes of Mr. Robot.
Gotcha.
I love it when they show you the synopsis and they give you the director and the executive producers and stuff, but not the stars of the show.
Right. I think isn't one named Adam Scott?
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson, yes.
I love Craig Robinson.
Yeah.
He is a great actor, and he's in it.
Yeah.
He played a really creepy guy in Mr. Robot. And I was just like, oh, I love this guy. He's a great actor every time. He's like one of those character actors, comes in, does a show. It's always good.
Yeah.
It's like Craig Robinson. Yeah, he stars in it. So I would watch it just for Craig Robinson.
Right.
And Adam Scott. That's who it was. Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, yeah. He's in like Party Down and some other stuff.
Yeah. But I like Craig Robinson a lot.
Nice.
So I saw that, and it's comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Because I think Craig Robinson is one of those actors that can go back and forth, like do the like Mr. Robot was. I was in the comedy.
Yeah.
And his character, it was like at first you're like, oh, I kind of like this guy, and then they peel his character apart, like in another episode or two, and you're like, ooh, he's on the dark web doing dark things on the dark web.
What is this dark web I always hear about?
Well, it's where the dark things happen. Yeah, no, it's the bad stuff.
Yeah.
All the vice.
Gotcha.
It's whether you're running the... I mean, literally, and it is literally like the drugs and the slaves. And
how do you even
all that
access
stuff.
that stuff? Is there like a www?
Don't ask me.
Naughties? No, I'm just.
First of all, I'm not on the dark web, folks.
I'm just.
Mr. Technology is not on the dark web.
Well, no.
I'm sorry. That's where my curiosity stops.
I didn't mean you personally. I was more
no,
of a
I
rhetorical.
know what you meant.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, Mr. Robot, let's get us on the dark web.
Well,
no, let's not. Watch. Actually, you got to watch Mr. Robot.
Okay.
That was on Netflix. I think it's still. That's a really good one, and it's they deal with technology really well because it's about hackers and stuff. But it's not like hackers like stupid. I mean, it's actually pretty realistic. Some of the things they do on the computers and stuff. Like at one point they go in and hack like some company or whatever. They bring in the USB stick and they plug it into the laptop and boom, pwn the network, and then they're doing all this stuff, right? And it's like setting up femtocells and all this stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, no, that's kind of cool. I mean, they're really good at it, maybe, but like this the episode with Craig is it goes into there's a kind of little story arc with him and stuff, and they get into the dark web.
Gotcha.
And you're like, ooh. Because the dark web is where
interesting
bad things happen. Okay. I mean, we're talking all the vice,
Yeah.
I mean, dark web is pretty much like the back page of the internet. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
I mean, no. It's like the drugs. It's like the... the slavery, the weird... Yeah. Or, hey, Jason's kind of pissing me off, so could we... take care of him.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? No, this is like where all that stuff happens.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just.
This is really bad. If you're in, let's put it this way: you don't want to be there at all. And like I said, I've never been on that. I've just read the articles in Wired and Ars Technica, and that's fine for me because I don't want to even go near that stuff.
Yeah, I just saw a commercial, and it was like these guys. their main business.
Commercial for the dark web?
Yeah, it's like is your name like on some person's database on a dark web? We can scan your, we scan. I was like, dark web. What the heck's a dark web?
No. And that's the other piece to the dark web is that's where like when they hack the Equifax and all that stuff, and they get the database and they get that information and identity, that's where they sell it.
Right.
There,
yeah.
that's where the hackers go. But it's just it's a place you don't want to go.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But really bad stuff happens there. I'm telling you, like all the bad criminal vice stuff that you can think of. Look. If they're doing the CBS show about the people on the social network going after bad people, they should all be on the dark web going after people like that. I don't know. It's confusing. Maybe I should write for that show. Nah, get the show off there.
Yeah, your main character. He's the leader of a dark web task force, and they're busting people.
Turns out, Coffee with Curmudgeons is very popular on the dark web. They steal the files and they watch it. Look at these chuckleheads.
This hour sponsored by.
But the way it works,
I'll
tell you the technical way it works because I'm a network engineer. I know those things. Hence why we stream, because I know how to do this stuff. It has to do with how the routers that you use.
Okay.
Because you still have the addressing and stuff and the VPN and stuff, so you can basically virtualize anything. So when you get on the web, you use your router, and you use your usually whoever your ISP is, if it's Comcast or whatever.
Yeah.
You use their router and you type in,
www.
Go to Google, and it goes, well, Google's over here. We'll send you over here. Right? You can use Google's routers. I use Google's routers. 8.8.8.8, 8.8.4.4. It's real easy to remember. Anyway, you can just put that in. Whatever. I don't care. Google can know anything about me. But anyway, anytime you want to go somewhere on the web or whatever, it goes up to the router. It finds the address, and then that sends the route through the internet, through all these other routers and stuff to get to you, where you're going.
Gotcha, okay.
The way the dark web works is it's totally a different routing system. That's how it works.
Gotcha.
So, and I think now, it used to be, like, you could use any router you want and go other places. So I think originally they would set up these other routers that would have totally different addresses and stuff that you could type in and do it. Now, I think because the feds are onto them and stuff, as well they should be, I think you can use VPNs and stuff so you can tunnel into somewhere. So that's basically, it's actually very simple, higher level. It's not that complicated.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
That's not that complicated. It used to be, I think it really was in the beginning, like Pirate Bay, like the whole pirating and stuff. I think in the beginning, that's what folks were like, oh, just change your routing settings over here, and then you can get on basically these sites and go pirate your wares. I think that's kind of where it originated, but a lot of bad stuff goes on there. And famously, actually, recently, there's that whole kind of Bitcoin kind of thing, because that's kind of how people pay for things there generally. And so the feds nailed one of the guys who had like a whole Bitcoin setup, the whole blockchain setup, who was doing all this dark web stuff. Like they were basically buying and selling drugs, and then you do your Bitcoin transactions, which I don't know. Wow. Oof. Welcome to Coffee with Curmudgeons and CIS.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know why I wanted to explain that, but just don't. Oof. I've never. No. Many years ago, I was curious about it because there was, for some reason, and it wasn't illegal or anything, just to, because sometimes you don't, well, I don't know. I was just curious about it, but I never, and now I'm just too lazy and I don't care. And I don't know, it's you shouldn't be there.
Right.
I mean, it's one of those things where if you get on there, maybe you'll be suspect, Yeah. I mean, because there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on there. I mean,
yeah. I just saw that one commercial.
Think of the top bad things that happen that bad people do, right?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I just
saw one commercial. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
So
those guys, I guess, get on there and look around. Look, your data is stolen anyway, folks. If your data hasn't been stolen, it already is. Everyone's like Equifax and everything. We're screwed. What gets in my craw? So that was Star Trek. So we'll see. I'm gonna watch it as a Star Trek fan. Again, I thought the cast and everything was great.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought that was a bright part. I like the cast.
It was more from a technical standpoint.
I don't like those crazy special effects with all those lens flares. It's all CGI, and you're like,
Yeah.
And I think, I think there's the issue is that I think what this is all going for is that you need to watch it in what's called UHD. Well, I think it's UHD. No, is that it? So there's 4K, right? UHD. It's not 4K. What it is it's the ultra definition where you get all kinds of different levels of grayscale. So people watch 4K and they're like, okay, it's crisper or whatever, but really it actually is the contrast is way the depth of the contrast. I'm trying to. I was gonna say it was UHD, but I actually think I mixed that up. UHD resolution. That's not right. UHD is like a 4K, but we're talking about something else. And what happens is, like, when you watch it on your HD TV, like, things are kind of dark, and it's like, wow, it's really dark. But if you watch it in the 4K with the ultra resolution that has the different levels of black and shadows, then you actually see what they filmed. The information is still there.
Yeah.
It's really creepy looking too. It doesn't look like a movie or natural. Like if you did a film noir in that, you would have no one in the shadows. Because you'd see them. There's the shadows. The guy's standing right there.
Right, yeah.
I mean, that's actually what it looks like.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you do something where someone comes out of the shadows? Because I see them right there in the shadows.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
So I think it will be interesting to see when something like this comes out on 4K, and it comes out of the gaming experience, because the people, they like the high frame rate, they like the high resolution, they like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm a curmudgeon. I like old movies. I like where people are in the shadows and come out and where
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the issue with these CGI graphics. But to me, I've seen them in the ultra definition. And they even look faker. They look like computer games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
doesn't look real. Like the whole thing in J.J. Abrams, right? He goes and makes the Star Wars movie. And what does he do? We're going to build sets and do effects and stuff. Because it's going to look more real, like Star Wars. Like stormtroopers are going to come out in their uniforms off the landing pad. And steam's going to come off the landing pad.
Gotcha.
Because I don't know, nothing in reality looks like these shows. First of all, here's the thing I have with this whole CGI special effects that the Star Trek movies had, that this one has. Where are these light sources coming from, folks? I mean, these light sources, space is kind of dark. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, where are all these massive light sources coming from? And if you're that close to a star with those light sources, you may be burning up.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just very odd, like, where they place the light sources. And then the whole thing is, if there's lens flare, what lens am I looking through? Because when I go out, and, well, I have my glasses on, so I guess I do get a little lens flare here from the things.
Sure.
But generally, if you're not wearing glasses or whatever, you're just out in the world, there's no lens flare. Your eyes don't have lens flare. So why are we, like, taking it from the perspective of looking through a camera that's looking into a light source that shouldn't be in the first place? Lens flare is a cool effect in certain cases. When it's natural, I took a photograph once down at the Painted Hills, and I actually was getting lens flare. It's on Flickr, and I actually even set it up where I was like, no, right here, with the camera, with the lens.
Yeah.
Took the photo, got the perfect lens flare that kind of went off. It was very creative. Looked very cool.
Yeah.
But like that's a once in a lifetime shot. It's not like, I mean, I could do more, but it's not like something I go out every day or photograph something or film something and go, ooh, let's get the lens flare on this. Ooh, you know? Makes no sense. I don't know.
Well,
But somehow people equate this to cinema or something.
At
or
some
sci-fi.
point, it's a little overkill, isn't it? If it's just all.
This is complete overkill.
Yeah.
The whole thing was complete overkill. Sorry, it was complete overkill.
Cue the Men at Work song.
So, I don't know. So, that's my criticism.
There you go.
And if you keep doing that, I'm just going to criticize it. But I guess if we had a millennial here or someone, they'd be like, oh, no, it's awesome. We like it. It's like, what do you like about it? Like, I just want to ask, what lens are you looking through?
Yeah.
Where is all this lens flare coming from? Because it assumes you have a nice stacked lens that you're looking through.
Yeah.
What lens is that? Because clearly I'm watching this through a lens. I'm not standing there. Because I thought that I'm supposed to be standing there.
Yeah.
I thought I'm the third person.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the captain,
It's usually
the
how
number
it
one,
is. Yeah.
and me.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
Ensign Jenkins.
part of this? Ensign Jenkins.
Yeah.
But apparently Ensign Jenkins has a Canon 5 Mark D with a lens stack who's like watching the whole damn thing through the lens. God, this is really worst show ever. Is it?
I don't
Really?
know. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I used to always have a theory that shows that I like to listen to. It's usually when the host goes off on a rant, and it's like, "Ooh, that was a good one." I don't know why.
Nice rant.
Yeah, I've been ranting after the guys. After we did the interview, I've been ranting since.
It's a Monday.
I'm ranting so bad you're speechless. You're just sitting here going, oh,
Hey, listen,
man. Oh man.
When you're in the vicinity of a good rant, some of the things you need to understand is sometimes it's best just to get the hell out of the way and let the rant go.
I'm sorry.
It's a creative force, a rant. You know?
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right. Good rant is good creative force. I like it.
We'll rate the rant after we're done.
Just wait till Wednesday.
We've covered Oprah. We're going to be in a civil war.
Yeah.
CGI and lens flare.
Juicers.
That will always get me going. Juicers.
Yeah.
The coming police state.
Yeah.
What else is there? The dark web. What else is there?
Right.
Oh Lord. No, I mean I just I had a feeling.
Yeah.
It's because I was watching CBS. Okay,
Gotcha.
so last week
Okay.
I came in on Monday. I was in a good mood
Yeah.
because I was watching Fox. And why? Because I was watching the Orville.
Yeah.
And that made me laugh. Right? Now, the Orville's on Thursday nights. That
Thursdays.
totally caught me by surprise. I think they don't want to compete with the Sunday.
So you need
or
a feel good source on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was all like, oh, yeah, you know. I know, and it's totally different. And the Orville looks like the next generation, and it doesn't have the lens flare effects and all that stuff. And it looks kind of cheesy because it looks like that, but it works for the show.
It's made to be like that.
Yeah, it works for the show. I want like a happy medium there. Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
Right.
I want the new Star Trek and the new Orville. Mm-hmm. Somewhere we do the special effects right in between there, like a little look. Right. Ooh, sand it down. Right. A little bit. No, too much. Oh, right there on the edge.
Yeah. Well, they do a pretty good job of not going overboard on it. It does remind me a lot.
They got it. They do those effects. They make it look like the next generation.
No, they did.
Era.
Yeah. But I like Seth MacFarlane's vibe on this one.
Yeah,
It's funny.
I mean, so the thing I think that the new Star Trek has potentially going for it. See, okay, I'm not denigrating the whole thing. First of all, the cast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the storylines conflict. People are always like Deep Space Nine.
Sure.
Deep Space Nine got really good when it talked about the conflict and stuff, and they had a great cast, and they went through that, and it was all Klingon stuff too. So I think that it has going for it. I mean, I'm not writing the new Star Trek off. I really, the thing I don't like is the overblown effects.
Gotcha.
That's what I really don't like.
Trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really the bottom line.
Gotcha.
Everything else I can accept. It's fine. I'm not accept. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Even the story, even okay, war, whatever, fine. but
Yeah.
the effects. So just let's bring the Orville in here.
Yeah.
Let's bring the special CGI and just
Right.
little standing. Oh, do you have a number 5 paper? Just, I gotta get a little smoother.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Right? You ever do sanding?
Not in a while.
It's kind of cathartic, isn't it? Kind of sanding.
Well, kind of. Yeah.
Like, well, not if you have to sand the whole side of a house to paint it. That's
Sure.
a pain in the butt, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, I can remember when you used to do woodwork when you were a kid, and it's like, okay, now you gotta, like the pine derby thing. Remember?
junior
The pine
high shop or whatever, and
Yeah.
you just kind of
It's like, ooh, and it would start, you have the rough. You'd have numbers on the sanding paper,
Gotcha.
right? Mm-hmm. Because like number 7 was smoother than the,
Right.
Right.
Yep.
I just want to do that. People, this is triggering people right now.
Right. Well, it's bringing back memories. There it is. Yep.
I am sick in the head today. Something's seriously wrong.
That's yeah. I love it. It's the end of Monday's show. Like, oh, okay.
It is the end of Monday's show. I don't know. We're still doing the North Korea dance.
Yep.
I didn't know. It's the NFL thing just. I didn't even want to talk about the NFL. It just makes me angry. The whole thing.
Yep.
Including teams that have names that I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in conflict. I don't know what to do.
I know what to do.
Drop them?
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, do you have any final thoughts? Is there something on Wednesday that?
Yeah. It's going to be a very ranty Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm working on a guest to cut down on my ranting.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna happen, and so we're gonna tackle at least because who knows what the news cycle is gonna be in 48 hours, but at least right now it's kind of a mixture of the healthcare and with a little smidgen of the NFL stuff. Just my take on it real quick. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah,
and
distraction.
Yeah,
it's distracting from a lot of real world things like nuclear things.
Just gonna throw it out there as recognition and move on.
I think it's a distraction.
Oh, I think so too.
It's distracting. Yep. Nothing to look here. Nothing to see here.
A whole lot of conflation.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah, but Wednesday should be fun. Should be. Yeah, a little sanding. He's sanding again, folks.
Oh, let me get that edge.
Okay. Oh, you missed a spot. Right there. Yep. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna make myself a cup of Good Morning America. Y'all want some? It's the best damn coffee you're gonna get anywhere, buddy.